I would like to tell something about the paradise again. So, uh, there was this woman who told she lost her grandmother as she was 15, and she didn't show any emotion. She stood neutral. Her grandmother grew her up, and I mentioned in a video before. So not her voice has changed, no emotions on face, no her position has changed, and I thought it's maybe important, and I asked after what does she feel at the moment that she thinks back that she lost her grandmother. And at the moment it was magic. She got tears in her eyes. She got she kept crying. She got crying, and she has begun to speak out, and she lost the bad memories. She felt herself better. As usually, I listen to persons' life stories, 5 or 4 in a month. So when it is, as I count, it's very interesting. People never show their emotions. So they speak the hardest stories without any emotion. And exactly this is the paradise, that you can feel your emotions. And as people don't understand each other, they don't understand the emotions of the other. So it's many times, for example, a friend of me took my book, and after a half a year I told I would be happy he's getting back my book, and he didn't understand. He became angry. Why do I want back the book? He didn't understand the emotions of my emotions, that the book belongs to me. I would like to have it at me. She was not able to see around from my point of view. For persons, it's very hard to feel the emotions of other, and it here starts, because if you don't uh, identify your own emotions, then you can't identify the emotions of others. And this friend of mine has lost her mother. He didn't show any emotion. It was the same. So how much he can understand my emotions, it starts with himself. So how much you can understand the emotion of others, it starts with you. And really, I listen to hardest stories. He lost her mother, her husband, her grandmother, and so on. They think they didn't do something, and no, never. They don't ever express any emotion. Just if I ask after. And we have we have lost. People today have lost their emotions. Many times people think they have many emotions, but if I count how many emotions he expresses or she expresses in 1 hour, she tells nothing. If I tell what makes hard for me, if I suffer, no reaction. Even at persons, they have more emotions, no reactions. They begin to analyze. Okay, what did you do? What happened there? No sign of emotions. And it's not emotions is emotions makes possible that you feel the feelings of others. It makes possible that you feel one with you feel one yourself with another person, that you can really be friends, that you can feel another living creature, and it would stop you to destroy this living creature. So it would give for the human being be living in balance, living in harmony with his surroundings, and it has vanished. Emotions are the connections to your deep inside. This is the paradise, but this is the connection to God. This is the connection to God. This is the connection to your roots. And the people today, they have lost it. So, and emotions do one more thing. Emotions are the basic to be conscious. Because consciousness means that you understand the things, that you call the things under names, you call the connections. For example, what I told, that if I had a wish, then I got something different and I couldn't stay for my wish. And if I see myself, if I can call under name what I did, then I could change it. But if I can't call what's my behavior pattern is, then I will suffer from that in my whole life. And emotions are the motto, emotions are the drive of calling the things under names. Because if you go on the street and you have no emotions, then there can be a rainbow, then there can be fantastic things, fantastic colors on the trees. You go by, you pass by, it doesn't touch you. So if it doesn't touch you, you won't make thoughts about it. You won't understand it. Why is it interesting? Why is it green? Why is there the rainbow? If you don't recognize, you go for by. So emotions are the base of the understanding. And for the human being, this is the biggest power. This would be our craft. This would be our strength, that we can understand the things. So at the moment we lose the connections to our emotions. At the moment we don't express our emotions, then we lose our strengths too. This is the case, and this is our history. As we lose our strengths, then we look forward that we would like to see ourselves strong. How could we do it? And usually we look after power. We wish to get power, to gain power above other persons or other animals, and so we destroy the world. And that's why we have lost our strengths. And our strengths would be in the emotions. The emotions would be the base of the thinking or the understanding. We have lost it. So the good thing is not that you let all your emotions, it has to run parallel the control. You have to control as well many emotions. For example, if you feel you hate someone, or came the nurse to me and became aggressive. I became too aggressive, but I didn't show it. So I controlled my aggression, and if I had reacted with aggression and the aggression of the nurse, then it would get to a big difficulty, to a big stress. But as I controlled myself and I made joke about it, then it became very good, the outcome. So control has to be beside the emotions. And we have lost our emotions, and we have lost our control. Because if someone is aggressive with you, then maybe you are aggressive with him. If you feel you don't want to meet a person, then you let yourself not to meet that person. You don't go over your borders. And this is the control. This is the loss of control. So you have lost once the control about emotions you don't like, and on the other side you don't express, you don't recognize your own emotions. It's both. And it's very difficult, because why people are so why people are so afraid of their emotions. They are afraid emotions are a threat for the most people. I can understand. The emotions can send you to the ground. So it's about it's about the inner strength. But where does the inner come? Where does the inner strength come from? It would come exactly from understanding that it holds you safe, that you can solve the challenges of your life. It's a circle. If you lost your emotions, then it means you lost your strengths. The strength is in understanding. So you lost your emotions, then you lost your understanding, and it turns back. If you have not strength, then you can't express your emotions. So what's the way out? You have to control yourself. This is the most important. You have to look at inside you. You have to call your shadow side. You have to be strong to say, okay, I did something wrong. Maybe just for yourself. You don't have to say for other persons, but for yourself. You have to, you are strong enough to look at in your mirror and to say, okay, I have done it bad. Maybe I should do it differently. If you are able to recognize your shadow side, what holds you back? Your bad feelings. But if you are able to recognize, then you are able to recognize your feelings, and it drives you to understand the things, and it makes you strong. It makes you strong. It makes you strong. Yes. There is one more thing. It's a bit complicated. It makes a bit hard. So the strength is understanding. Understanding is giving the name of the things as they are. It's a challenge. So, what is a name? Tell me, what is a name? A name, I think, is every time from a point. So if you look around and you call the names of the colors, then the point of view is the colors. If you look around and you call the things from the point of view, the forms, then you call the form of the things. Or if you look around and you tell the names of the different trees and animals, then your point of view is the art. So a name is every time a connection, and this is challenging. You have to have the point of views. The point of view is to be able to call the things under names. If you don't have the point, then you go by, you pass by, you don't see the things. So if I don't have the point of view that what do I do if I wish something and I get not the things I wish. This was the point of view, and then I saw my reaction. From this point, I could see my reaction. That my reaction was, I take the things I get because I feel I can't defend myself. So if I don't have got the point, then I never see that it is the biggest mistake in my life. Then I don't come to the point that, okay, this is what I have to change. If I wish something, I have to stay for it. And after I could already learn, even if I got aggression, what do I do with the aggression of the other person? How do I work with it? So understanding the thing is not so easy. It takes many years. It takes many years that you collect the point of views, what makes you possible to call the names of the things. And I guess we people are different, and I find it beautiful. Not just people are different, everything is different. So how how far you can go on this way, it differs. So there are a few persons that can go further. There are other persons, they do little way. The thing is not interesting that how long the way you do. The thing is interesting what you do in comparing with yourself. Bit comes the words of Jesus. He has told, not the interesting is not that how big you are. The interesting is in comparing with yourself. What did you do? Did you change yourself? Could you go forward on your psychic way or not? This is the question, and not that he is bigger and I am smaller. No, you are the point. You are the point of the comparing and not the other. It's the case. So I just want to say that if we live in a culture where, oh, I will tell it later. So, because maybe so much. So, giving the names makes you possible to orientate where is good for you, where is bad for you. If you can't give the names, then you don't find it. And there are many things that are challenging if you give names. So your orientation is that other people can help you to orientate if you understand something, if you understood something. And we are people, we are social beings, and exactly the group originally was about it, that okay, there are other persons, they understood something, what they understood, it can give me help. And if there is a leader, then maybe he understood a bit more and it can help all of us. So in the later videos, maybe about it.